Hello and welcome back. We're doing my Let's Play of Diablo, the Wizard class. I have, we're going to continue right from where we left off. Don't forget, I am Otakugear. On YouTube, you can subscribe, like, and comment down below. And feel free to. You want to see more of my videos or suggest games you want me to try, go ahead and let me know. And I'll do what I can. Let's jump right back into it because it's taken me quite a bit to progress through here, and I turned the difficulty up to Torment 1 with a class that I have not done before. But we were on the point of searching the royal crypts. I think this Cathedral level 4. If I remember right, we had just beaten the Skeleton King, if I remember right. I am not too for sure, however.
Need more time.
This is going to take us a little bit of time to
Still waiting.
get to the point where we're beating hordes of enemies in no time flat. On this difficulty, apparently.
I'm just warming up. I don't have enough arcane power.
But, I do like the wizard class so far. It's a lot different, more elemental than the other classes I've played as. Be sure to let me know if I'm missing something about the class itself, because this is the first time I have played as the wizard class, though I think so far the build has turned out pretty decent.
Need more arcane power.
Let's see, I don't see an objective here, so open the map, search the royal crypt, reign of the Black King. Did I not save it? Or no, it's online. I should have saved automatically. Well, I just let you guys know how glitzy I can be.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
I will also be, whenever it comes to a piece of lore or the cutscenes, I will be quiet so you guys can hear it. By now, I'm pretty sure everyone's probably already played through the story, so I'm not too concerned about spoiling it, but if you haven't, by now, there's already been a little bit spoiled. Hopefully we will be able to get more accomplished in
I need arcane power.
other episodes. I just don't want to have the difficulty set to the point where it doesn't, where it's no challenge at all. I want to at least have a little challenge. I feel like it's pointless to run through it if you're not
Need more
challenging
arcane power.
yourself. But hopefully
What mischief is this?
everything does go well during recording, and I do plan on going through until I manage to beat Diablo. And I think if I can accomplish that, I've accomplished, maybe it won't be something massive, but I've accomplished something. It'll be my first game series that I've played through on my channel completely.
I don't have enough arcane power.
And I think it would be an adventure in and of itself to be able to say it's a good start.
I need arcane power.
I am not too talkative today, but I guess I will throw out there some of the good news I've had.
Need
I
more
did get
arcane power.
an application filled
Still
out
waiting.
and turned in. They sounded like they would be very... They sounded very confident in it. I ran into a guy I used to work with at the last steel factory I was at, and he said it was a decent position.
I become more powerful.
So maybe, if all goes well, I will be able to have a
You dare attack me?
decent job and be able to upload videos. We'll see how it turns out. And I've got my hopes up about it. Rather, I should or shouldn't, I am not for sure. But it will be an adventure.
I need arcane power. Need more time.
As far as other games go, I have a few games that would probably be better off for streaming than a Let's Play, because some of them I have are not story driven as much as they are just online versus games, kind of like Apex and Overwatch, Dead by Daylight. Them are probably better off for live streams. But maybe just a few matches recorded at a time. Yes, Mr. Templar. I can see that enemy over there. I am trying to defeat said enemy. But, is it me, or does the Templar seem very sarcastic when he speaks? It just
I don't
seems
have
like,
enough arcane power.
I know he's probably not being sarcastic, but it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, sure. One of them big guys come down. The ones with the blue glow around them, if you have not played Diablo and if you're trying to figure out if you want to or not, is elites. There are a couple different levels of elites. The blue elites are not the strongest elites, but they can be annoying depending on what you have the difficulty set as opposed to your level. I think I just hit my chest. Open a little segue there so I can get through. That's one thing I like about this class. I can, right off the bat, I get a move to make some room and give myself some leeway. That's not something I've seen early on with other classes. But the game in and of itself is a decent game. It can be repetitive, so if you don't really like the repetitiveness of it, there is that to be well aware of. However, they have seasonal events every season. I'm not sure exactly how the seasons work, but they have different unlockables for completing objectives and doing the storyline. I'll show you some of that in a second. Look at this King Garden because he can bring more skeletons, raise the dead, kind of like an necromancer. But, alright, see if I can't figure out where to go real quick. I'll continue up that way, up past that corridor with the pillars or objects in the center. But before I do that, let's see. Oh yeah, this way. Okay, like I said, I haven't been into Diablo very often, but these are the seasonal events and objectives. I haven't been too into this game for very long, so I'm not too familiar with things, but you get rewards for, completing things such as the pet. I'm pretty sure for completing the entirety of it, okay, there's another pet. You can also get cosmetics like wings. This one I'd had to begin with. If you play Overwatch, you'll recognize those. But then I also have this one from the Necromancer pack. And I myself do not care for the wings too awful much. They just, to me, they seem to be more of a, they just seem to be in the way, in my opinion.
I would have chosen the same.
But it's all pretty much personal opinion on how you would like to play and how you would like your build. And how you would like your character to look. Is what it essentially comes down to. I myself prefer more of a sleek look. The wings seem bulky. There's no practical use to them other than just cosmetics. That's why I don't have any equipped myself.
I tried to count how many we've killed, but I've lost track.
This is another piece of lore.
When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
So it talks about how the king had lost his mind and when he started to just go nuts.
Still waiting. I don't have enough arcane power.
But the game in of itself is a decent game. It's not as bad as I originally had figured it to be. I never really gave it too much of a chance early on. But a buddy of mine started to get me into it, play it, give it a shot. I'm not going to talk politics on my channel just to avoid
Need more time.
that version of Pandora's box. That's something I do not want to open up. I guess if something really does get under my skin that I need to talk about, I may, but it won't be politics at all. Oh. Yeah, I got two of them with it. There is another ability I unlocked. I'm pretty sure you guys probably seen that. It was something to do with like slow time, I think is what it was called. That's a little intriguing. I haven't looked at it yet, but I will. And essentially I just want to entertain you guys and give you something to look forward to as far as my videos go. Okay, another new ability. Called Storm Armor. I can assume that's like my Frost Shield. But with electric elements instead of
I need arcane power.
slowing them when they hit me or freezing when they hit me. I think it'll be more of a electrocution.
Not ready yet.
But eventually I want to try and get this build up to where when I have them frozen or debuffed, that I do extra damage. I haven't looked too into the perks yet to see what I have or the passives. Nor have I given too much thought of looking into the runes yet. You guys don't mind watching this kind of gameplay, let me know. If you want to see something a little more exciting, also let me know. I've replied so far to every comment on my channel, and I plan on replying to as many of them comments as I can. Regardless of its
Just warming up.
intent. I have yet to have any negative comments, but if this does go the way I'm hoping it'll go, I'm certain it'll end up happening eventually. Though I'm not going to let any of that concern me or bug me to the extent of other people. Everyone's entitled to an opinion, and everyone has one. There's no reason for me to get up in arms because somebody wants to voice theirs.
Need more time. I don't have enough arcane power.
These guys are taking a little bit more time for me to after health down. These are the elite skeletal archers. But hopefully it won't take too much time for me to bring them down. Okay, this is getting ridiculous already. We got one down. Two down. Also, what I'm thinking about doing is when I do go live again, I did just install Apex to give it a shot. And it seems unique in comparison to some of the others. I didn't care for Fortnite by no means. It just wasn't my kind of game. However, this one seems more like you scrounge for gear and you just start getting into combat. It doesn't seem like it's very built around crafting, which is one thing that was bugging me about Fortnite because I'm not too much of crafting. Never cared too much for like Ark or Minecraft. I tried them both. I actually have Ark, but not something I cared too much for. I even went so far as to try Conan, and yet again, that wasn't something that was for me. There was more of I even got the Forest, which was more of a survival style game, which, don't get me wrong, I think it's a decent game if you have multiple people in the server or in that game. I think it's better off when you have more people just because it's more entertaining. But that's my opinion. Everyone's free to their own. Seems like we are almost out of time for this episode, and I haven't really accomplished much of anything. Hopefully I will be able to figure out the location. I might just go back to town and see what's going on, where I need to be. We are almost out of time, so my best bet would be to try and figure out where I need to be. And I need to be in Cathedral level 3, apparently, not 4. So, I will go back and continue that the next episode. It was my fault for not checking sooner. That was something I should have done. That was my bad. But, all in all, I think it was fairly eventful. I will see, Ice Storm. Surround yourself with a magical storm that electrocutes enemies with lightning. Protect yourself with a barrier of ice that chills attackers. It freezes them in place. And let's check out the slow time. Fracture time and space at your target location, slowing enemies around you while you move unhindered. And it's got a 15-second cooldown. So that one sounds interesting. Teleport is teleport to another location. Okay, that one sounds very interesting to me. Levels at unlock 22. That'll probably be something I look into. We got Arcane Torrent, which I hadn't looked at. Unleash a barrage of arcane projectiles. The Arcane Orb, which I did look at, didn't care for. Let's see what others. We got Shock Pulse, Spectral Blade, and Electrocute. Just a chain lightning that electrocutes up to 3 enemies. Spectral Blade summons a mystical blade that slices through enemies, as well as Shock Pulse, which I checked out in one of the previous episodes. But that's all the time I have for this episode, so like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell notification, and I'll see you guys next time. I appreciate you all for joining, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Otakugear out.